Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is Unreal World, and we are here today to start a brand new playthrough. That is right. Thank you all for joining me out there. I know that there is a fairly small but dedicated fan base for this game, and I appreciate you guys. I also enjoy it, and I'm always pleasantly surprised to know that there are others out there who do too. So this one is going to be a little bit different than the others. We are going to start a challenging run. In fact, this is probably what I consider the most challenging, but that's geographically speaking. What I mean by that is we're going to do an island start, and it is a tricky start. Really, the hardest part is just getting the right location because it's random. We can't choose where we want to start. But first things first, let's get into the character creation, and then we'll look at the world, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in terms of starting on an island. All right, well, we are here at the character creator screen. Now, we could go for a Seal Tribe member, and it wouldn't be a bad idea just considering it makes it easier to start on an island. But what I'd like to do is start on an island not within the cultural boundaries of the Seal Tribe. So I will go with the Kamo here, which is my go-to culture. They have the largest frame, so that means they're the strongest. They can carry the most wood and stuff. So I usually go with them if I don't know what else to go with. And I'm going to go with the guy here. Let's do, what name should we choose? All right, here I've got an idea. How about, I don't think we can do Jason. We can't do a space, or can I? Momoa? Yeah, because, hey, this is going to be our island start. He is Aquaman, so let's go. Now, you can't have a space, so we'll just call him Jason Momo. How about that? I like that. That's a good one. All right, and the man who looks most like him right there. Has he got the nice furs and stuff? Let's go. Jason Momo. No, we are starting in the wintertime for sure. No doubt about it. Like I said, this is going to be what I consider the most challenging start if you don't consider like the materials and stuff that they begin with or the runaway slave playthrough. But here we go. So we get to come to the fun part now where we pick our character. So I'm going to re-roll here a couple times with you guys and show you kind of my criteria, what I look for. But if we don't get anybody good in the first couple times, I'll go through and roll as many times as I need until I find somebody decent. So when I'm rolling, the first thing I look at is the weight down here. I want anything that's 200 pounds or above. The heavier, the better, honestly. This is a big, beefy guy. I love 247, but he needs to. The second thing I look at after weight would be strength and endurance, and his endurance is pretty low. I prefer these be maxed out. After those two things, everything else kind of does. It's not that it doesn't matter, but well, let's just re-roll and see what else we can get. Now, like I said, I'm going to look down here at the weight, so I'll pass. If it's not a good heavy weight, I'm just going to pass like automatically. 223 is okay, but strength and endurance, no. Too light, too light, too light. That's a decent one. 229. It's not the heaviest guy out there, but his strength and endurance is phenomenal. His agility and speed are pretty middling, but honestly, this is kind of an all-around good guy. So, hey, that we got lucky, and I think in the interest of time, let's just jump into it. So we'll hit yes. Now on this screen, we just get to see what like rituals are assigned to us. We don't choose or alter these in any way, so I'm just going to skip right past it. Now this screen is important, as many of you probably know. So what I'd like to do is start at the bottom and start removing some of the skill points that I won't be using, and I add to the ones I will use more. So you can see spear and bow are important to me. We'll put some in the axe too. I always carry an axe with me because it's a decent tool. So if you in a pinch, you can use it in a fight or to knock out an animal or something. So physical skills, I always reduce those as far as I can get them just for the extra points. I'll put them in my crafting. And just because it's real easy to get your skiing and stealth up on its own through practice. And as for climbing and swimming, I just simply never use it. So that's the deal with those. But we'll get textile up. I'll take weatherlore down because I never use it. Trapping is good. Trapping I become less and less dependent on as time goes by, but I do like to build them. Physician, yeah, that's one of those things you'll increase with practice when you need it. Net making is a new one for the mod pack we have, so I'll throw one in that. Timbercraft, definitely. Hide working. I'm going to take fishing down because I'm not a big fisher. I know there's a lot of folks out there who love fishing, in this game. And like I said, we will probably make some nets just depending on where we live. But I know you're thinking, hey, he's doing an island playthrough and he's not going to be a fisher. Well, that's right. We're going to hopefully start on a big enough island I won't have to worry about that, right? All right, so we got one more point to place, and let's drop it in. Oh, that's a tough one. I'll drop it right here in carpentry. Yep, there we go. Looking good. Pretty skilled fellow. Now's the world selection here. So you can see we've got our standard map. It does change if we randomize it, but it stays pretty basic in this shape. There are certain features which remain the same here. We can turn on the cultural boundaries. And you see here's the blue tribe. So down here in the left, you can see the islands. This is the area that I'll be trying to get our start location. Let me zoom in a little bit. I have to zoom in to the center and then move to the left here. So what we're looking for is a decent sized island to start on. This would be the best option in this particular map, but I'm going to randomize the world again and hopefully get like a bigger island with better geography, better terrain on it. So I'm going to hit W real quick to randomize the world. It's going to zoom us out too automatically. So there we go. It generates a brand new world. Now, oh, look at this. Yes, now we've got ourselves a decent island here. Let's scroll down. So like I said, we do have a civilization that lives out here on the islands too, but I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want to start in next to a settlement. It's a little too easy, you know. So I'd love to start on this big boy right here. This is a pretty impressive little island chain. I like that. So now the hard part, I'm going to zoom back out real quick, take off the cultural point. So you can see our little red square. That's me. And if I hit E right now, this is where we would enter the world. But if I hit R, I can randomize that a little bit. Boom. And unfortunately, we can't choose where to put our character. So I have to just continually hit R until I luck out and actually start on the island, which can take dozens and dozens of attempts. Trust me, I've done it. I've done this particular playthrough before, and it is time consuming to say the least to try and get the right start. But I will persist, and I'm not going to make you sit through it here, but you could just see already I've done about, what, a dozen or so randomizes, and we haven't even gotten close. So I'll keep giving it a shot, and I'll let you know as soon as we score. Okay, well, look at this, folks. We have done it. It only took about 100 to 200, re-rolls, but who's counting? Certainly not me. I just kept hitting the button, and we got lucky. I did end up on a few islands around the area, but I didn't say, this is good enough. No. Because if we had started out here, these are not really connected, and we would have had to, build a raft to get over there. So we're jumping in at the perfect location. At least that's what I hope. So you can see, there's no culture here. This is us on our own on this island. So let's jump into it. I'm going to hit the E button. Here we go. Oh, it has begun. Now, we get to choose our starting scenario. My last playthrough, I did the runaway slave, which is considered the most difficult. It wouldn't be too... it would be interesting to do it on an island, because then there would be a settlement on the island with us. Obviously, it would be an enemy settlement, but it would mean there would probably be resources there if we could somehow sneak in there, but that would be really, really suicidal. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the next most difficult, which is hurt, helpless, and afraid. So we're wounded and left for dead, but there's no enemies around us or anything like that. We just have very little clothing and supplies, and we're injured to start with. So like I said, it's probably the second most difficult. All these other ones you'll get to start with like a random assortment of gear. But this one you basically just get a knife and a few pieces of clothes. And at the outset of winter, makes it very difficult. But there we go. That's what we're looking for. Yes, this is the one we want, please. And now we can do the game course. It's kind of like a tutorial of sorts, but it also rewards you with different like items, and I think even like level or skill ups or something like that. So I've done it before. We'll go ahead and do advanced adventures. So it gives you certain tasks and stuff, but there are going to be some we can't do right away since we're living on an island. Go visit villagers and things like that. But we'll get to it. Like I said, eventually we'll have to escape the island, but we'll have to build a raft and do all that. So we'll start with this. And I think actually you can go in and change this too. Like we might be able to start in this method and then come back to it after the fact and do this. But anyway, we'll go into the advanced form. And here we go. Starting off, we get to go to the encyclopedia here, just in case we wanted to read through anything. I hit escape, just a breakdown of our scenario. And here it is, the game proper. We're in the world. It always starts you zoomed in. Okay, now we get this is the pop-up for that tutorial I was just talking about. So it's going to give us a list of things we'll eventually have to do, but no worries, we'll get there. So I hit escape, and here we are. Okay, so let's get our character. He's laying down, so let's get him to stand up. I'm also going to zoom out. It's very important, as I've said, try and get used to playing this game fully zoomed out so you have total visibility of your area. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go into hiding. All right, I don't think there's anything hostile around, but it's just good to start stealthing. And you can tell he's stealth now because he's kind of green. It means he's camouflage. He's like crouching and moving real slow. It also tells you down here you begin sneaking. So this will help build his sneaking abilities as we move around. Okay, and the next thing that I want to do is look at his health, see what kind of injuries we actually start with. So I'm going to hit S for skills and then P for physician. All right, we got a bruise in the thorax, minor puncture, bruise, shallow cut. Okay, nothing really serious. When you start this scenario, hurt, helpless, afraid, it's random what gear you get and what injuries you receive. So sometimes you can get like really serious injuries that take a long time and will actually like inhibit your vision, or you can't use a bow and arrow right away if your arm's really messed up. But I think we're okay. It's not like we have a bow and arrow, but when we get one, we're going to be fine. So that's okay. We'll heal up nicely with what we've got. Now, next step is to look at our inventory. Okay, so they started us with a knife. Like I said, you always get a knife. No matter what scenario you play, you're always going to get a knife. And you've got clothing. Rough leather boots, woolen trousers, rough fur shirt, nettle tunic, and a fur hood. Honestly, this isn't terrible. This is not a terrible start. The woolen trousers are good, but we definitely need something on our hands. We have nothing on our hands right now, so that's going to be the big priority, because you're going to see we'll get pop-ups as it gets colder and colder telling us we could get frostbite and on our hands if we don't, warm them up and stuff, so we got to be real careful. But all right, so we've assessed our inventory. Let's look around here. Okay. There's a few things I can grab right away. I see some stones and rocks, so we'll take those right away. Oh, also, guys, I should mention this is a modded playthrough, so I'm using the BAC mod, and if you are interested in that, I've got a link down in the description. Now, it's not supported on Steam, so you do have to manually copy and paste the files into the game. So there's a link to instructions on how to do that as well if you're interested. It's not too complicated, and I have faith that you can accomplish it if you put your mind to it. But make sure to always back up your game files before you do any changes like that. So once we do, though, you can see if I pull up my crafting menu here, it's much more extensive than the vanilla crafting. So we've got everything we need to go from like wood and stone all the way up to iron if we so choose right here. But we just got to survive first. So I've got 5 stones and 7 rocks. That's probably good for our stone material. Let me grab some branches. I'm going to grab a couple of handfuls of branches off this tree. And those are at my feet, so I'm going to pick them up. Next, I'm going to look for one of these. I want one of these spruce trees right here, the conical young spruce. I'm now going to pull some branches off of this. These branches we'll use for our shelter. And the previous branches, the other ones that just say branches, we'll use that for like crafting and making fire and making traps. These are for the shelter. So next thing we want is to probably find a shelter location. I still need some slender trunks to build a shelter, but I don't need to pick those up and carry them around right now. In fact, it's probably better that I don't. So let's take a good look at our little island here. Here we are, off in the middle of the ocean. All the civilizations, they're all around us, but they're miles away. We can't get to them. I love it. Secluded. So here we are. It's a very, very thick forest in this part of the island. It's going to make hunting difficult, but not impossible. So let's move. Certain forests, too, are easier to hunt in than others. They're less thick and stuff, but Just moving around. Now we really need to be careful and watch our warmth at this point. Also, I'm going to go ahead and wield the knife, and I'm going to wield one of the rocks. But yeah, if we get to cold level, I have to stop everything I'm doing and build a fire. But what I'd like to do is find... Cool. Oh, there's a bear. Do you see that? There's a bear right there. Obviously, we can't go for the bear, but... I mean, it's a good sign, right? There's creatures here. Is there something else right next to me? What is that? I think there's a glutton. You can see a glutton-shaped figure in the distance. Holy crap, there is a glutton. Let's go for it. Now that I'll try. Let's see. That's insane. This island is already chocked full of wildlife. Yeah, see, this is a good kind of forest. It's not super dense. We might be able to track these boys. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm going to stay fully zoomed out. He is right there. If we could get him, though, that would be an amazing set of, like, fur gloves right there. Hopefully. Or at least the start of one. So let's try and toss this rock I've got in my hand. I'm going to target him. Okay. Well, we missed, obviously, but we are going to chase him now. Let's see, is he leaving any tracks behind? I honestly don't think this dude's leaving any tracks whatsoever. Wow. Okay, that's going to make it extremely difficult to track him. Probably impossible. So I'm not going to waste too much time and effort trying to get an animal I can't catch. It's just, you know, you have to make those decisions. And I'm making it right now. The sooner the better, too, because there is, in fact, something we can use in this area. Oh, wait, I do see some tracks here now. Oh. All right, well, we've missed our opportunity. I let him get too far away, but there are berries here. Yes, so I'm going to pick some of these. Keeping a very close eye on my temperature, too, though. Also, let's grab that rock, get that wielded. And we'll grab a few of these. We can eat them before bed or potentially even use them in a trap here because we are going to build some traps fairly shortly. So we can see just these little lingonberries, little red shrubs. All right, that's enough. Let's keep exploring. Oh, never mind. We're cold. Yep, we're officially cold. So let's drop everything and find a little tree. Oh, you know what? Never mind. You see that log up there to the northeast? We're going to start a fire with that log. Thing's going to be a blazer, too. I'll go ahead and zoom in for this. Visibility is really poor, guys, because it's raining, so I apologize for that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm standing on the log, so I'm going to take 4 of these branches, just 4. That's the minimum number of tender branches you need to start a fire. And then with the log there, it's going to make it a huge fire. Boom. So this is pretty much the biggest fire you can get with just without adding more and more to it. So there we go. I'm going to sit here, and in order to pass time, I'm going to pull some branches off this tree next to me. There you go. And you can see my warmth is going back up. So let's do that a couple more times. And good. Now we're back to warm. Let's get all the way up to hot and sweaty. There we go. Perfect. All right. And it has stopped raining. So I'm going to grab the branches and I'll just leave. The fire's okay. It's not going to burn the forest down. Don't worry about that. Okay. So zooming out again. What I'd like to do is find an area with some flat land so we can actually do some better hunting. And I think there's some to the south here. I think it's actually disconnected from this main part of the island. We're going to have to venture across this island quite a bit, but from what I see, what I saw just on the world map when I created this world, it seems like there might be flat land down here. We're pushing it, but man, this is a good size island for sure. Ooh. The problem is there a land bridge, you know? Now, we might be able to wait until the winter time, like the deep winter, and this ice here, we can walk out on it, but right now, it won't work. So, I don't see a natural land bridge. I think we'll have to probably turn around and go back north a little bit. Yeah, where they started us was decent hunting. I mean, just in terms of the forests, but as I've said, I like to try and get out on the open land to hunt. Oh, we got to go all the way around. Ooh, man. This place is going to be very hard to navigate in the summertime. Winter, it'll be much nicer. We'll be able to move around, do a little island hopping. Let's see, can we go over here? Oh, there's a lynx. Yeah, let's encounter the lynx. This is an interesting encounter here. Where is it? Okay, I see it. It's right over here. Now, this thing, if we provoke it, it might actually come at me and attack me, which I know sounds scary, but I mean, if we get engaged with melee, we might actually have a chance to kill it. So let me throw something at it. This rock we've got, we'll do the trick. Oh, no, it ran away. This forest is not ideal either for trying to hunt an animal. Yeah, the lynx will definitely leave tracks. I'm standing on them. They're hard to see, but they're there. You notice very fresh, small lynx tracks leading to the southeast. So we would go to this next set right here. You can see them. They're just tiny little spots on the ground. Boom, leading southeast. So from this spot, I would want to keep going until I spot the next set, which is right here. And track them again. But, oof, I've already lost them. Oh, there they are, right over here. Shift T, leading east. Continue eastward. There they are. So just following the tracks, though, this animal is extremely fast. And if you lose these tracks for any like significant period of time, you have to backpedal and look around and stuff, the animal's probably going to get away from you. Okay, see, these are going northeast. Okay, there's the other tracks right there. Oh, I see them. They're up here now. Can I see this guy? We are getting into a better forest. So do you notice the change in the trees here? You can see we're going from spruce forest, which is very hard to track in, to these these nice tall slender pines. Your visibility is much greater in these tall pines. So let's follow these tracks. I'm going to stay fully... Oh, I see him. I spotted his little blue spot right there. I didn't spot the animal because he's right behind the tree, but there's a little blue arrow right here. It's hard to see again. It's snowing, so visibility is poor, but he's right there. He's not tired or anything either. And he's running. I've lost sight of him. There he is. I'm watching him. Going into stealth. Okay, don't see him anymore. I'm on his tracks right now. Where's the rest of them? Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure which direction he went from here. There is quite a bit of vegetation around me, though. Look, the trees are changing again. Yep, we're going back into the spruce. I have a feeling that's probably... Oh, yep, there's his tracks. I just saw him. Yep, that's... Oh! I swear I think I saw him. Yep, there he is. He's right down there. Oh, he is a little bit fatigued now. All right, man, he's going into those deep forests, though. Damn. I'm going to stay on him. We've got him a little bit fatigued. Not much, but okay, where's his tracks? It's one of those cases where it's actually... There they are. Okay. It's a little bit better to stay zoomed in. All right, where's he going? Southwest. Where you at? Tell me you went back out. I've lost his tracks. See, this is what I'm saying. When you lose him even briefly like this and you're backtracking, searching around, he's getting farther away and resting, able to catch his breath if he wants. Damn it. It's kind of futile. That's why tracking in the forest is really a challenge, but we will be okay. Whoops. I tried to drink something and I don't have anything to drink, so I zoomed in by accident. There's something going on in this location that won't let me zoom out. There might be a bird here. It's probably what it is. 9 times out of 10, if you're stuck in a location because of nearby activity, it's a bird. All right, there we go. So I think the goal is now to get back up to this little string of hills right here. It's hard to see it because it's gray, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some open land. If we can track something on the hills It will be easier, I think, than trying to track them through the forest, even though it's not ideal. So let's see. Oh, look, I think there's something there already. Oh, there's a human there. Oh, this is about to get real violent, guys. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Could get violent. Oh, there is a person there. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have an idea. Where are they? Oh, I have an idea. All right, let's try this. First, it really depends on who this is. Okay, hello. Greet them. Hello, can you help me? Okay, this is good. This is working. Yeah, so this is like a quest. You'll encounter this when you first start off. Often, like one of the first people you see on the world map, if it's not a trader, will be this guy who wants you to help him. So he will ask you to take him to the nearest town. If you agree, you just got to wander into town and he'll be helpful and he'll be happy and he'll give you like a recipe or something. But we're going to betray him at this point. So essentially, he's like a free companion I don't have to pay for. And so I'm going to say, yeah, let me see where you're heading. I think I can do that. All right, very well. Let's go. So now he's my companion. I want to look at him too, see what he's got on him. 2 black grouse cuts, a hand axe, a wooden mug, 2 hand axes. Why has he got 2 hand axes? He doesn't need 2 hand axes. He's also wearing a fine linen dress. Okay, guys, this is survival. You know that expression they say that you don't have to outrun the bear, you just have to outrun your friend? Well, that's kind of what we're going to be dealing with. There's a bear right here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I've got a rock in my pocket, and we're rolling on this bear. Oh, wait. Come here. Okay, since he is a companion, the bear didn't even notice, by the way. I missed him so badly. But here's what we're going to do. I think if I go to shift plus... No. I've forgotten how to command. Okay, it's shift plus the 1 button to choose a target. Yep. Now I'm going to tell him to attack the bear. He doesn't have a bow and arrow, so he's going to have to charge into it and melee. And he's a companion, so he's going to do it. All right, let's follow him. Watch. Oh my god, there's wolves there. What the? There's wolves right here. Oh my god. This is about to get wild. I wonder if the wolves are going to give us problems. Okay, I've lost sight of them. But I'm going to try and stealth. I should be able to follow. Oh, there's a lot of tracks around here. This is nuts. Oh, there's the wolves. All right, I have to zoom out. Okay, let's see here. I see the wolf. So far, I've only seen the one. It's possible it's a lone wolf. It is possible that they're alone. Okay, here's the tracks. Whose tracks are these? Very fresh small bear tracks leading northeast. Okay. I don't know if he's already engaged with them, but I'm just going to follow the tracks until we see sign of either him or the bear. Tracks are very clear to follow. They got way ahead of me, didn't they? Where are they? Man, oh man. Okay. I see the tracks. They're all over the place. Oh, some going up here. Dang it, I got stuck in the trees. Okay, what are these? Very fresh small southeast. No. Northeast. See, they get all confused. Okay, here's some more. I see them. Okay, they're breaking through here. I still don't see these fools. Where is he at? Oh, no. We can't give up. Okay, I see the tracks still. I'm still on the tracks. I don't see them, though. Oh, this is getting crazy. Where are they? You know what? I don't see the human tracks either, leading southeast. Okay, where? Yep, there they are. The tracks. Oh, I wonder what that wolf is doing. You think he's right behind me? He could be. I doubt it, though. He probably scattered. Oh, my God. Where? Oh, I don't see the tracks anymore. Oh, there they are. They're heading up this way now. This is nuts. Oh, we're coming out kind of into an more open area here. It looks like maybe it's a hill or something. Oh, that would be cool if it's leading us back to its cave or something. Come on, can we please see it? I just want to see it. I see more tracks up this way. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me look for him. Give me a moment here. Boy, this is getting intense. Okay, well, it's not the quarry that I was hoping for, but I have stumbled across another animal. There is a reindeer right there on the edge of the screen. Now, the tracks for the bear are still just right ahead of me, so I've got a big choice to make. Do we continue to follow these tracks and the person chasing the bear, which would be a real big kill, or, and especially if the guy gets killed himself, we can get those axes from him. Or do I go off for the reindeer on my own, potentially losing the bear and our companion? I really don't know, guys, but we're going to have to wait until tomorrow to find out. Yeah, that's done it for this episode. I appreciate everybody coming by for the new playthrough. If you're excited for this, I hope you'll hit that like button for me. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new island start. And I will see you guys on the next episode.